Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Last Stand Gamers, and welcome to episode 7 of Space Engineers. So you're probably asking where I am. Well, I'm actually inside an asteroid at the moment in one of my new mining ships that I've been making. So this is basically it. It might look a bit funny, and you may be wondering why it's carrying that box on the back, but it'll all make sense very soon. So I am actually at a mining outpost that I've been constructing because I wanted to test out some ways of transporting material and crates around, so I thought this would be a good way of doing it. And of course we've got a nice little mining ship, and we're approaching the transport ship that'll transport our crate away from the mining quarry area towards our actual mining outpost slash base. So let's set this vehicle up, set it into position so the special vehicle can pick it up. Not any vehicle can have a job of taking that. We have inside here the honey badger. Don't know why it's called it that, but it looks pretty cute, pretty cool little vehicle. So we've got these little stacker truck sort of prongs on the front. We can use them to maneuver into position, and we decide to save just as about to hook it up. But as we get closer, we have access to press P. We can lock our magnetic discs. There we go, we've locked it. We can get back in our mining vehicle and basically tell it we don't need you to hold that crate anymore, so we press P. The crate has been released, and now the honey badger is in full control. So let's move the... oh, Aaron, be careful here, be careful. You're on a quick schedule because I know obviously you've got some mining to do. So you can just imagine this sort of system, like you've got loads and loads and loads of workers or little people, everyone's mining around doing little different jobs. I'll just position the honey badger in position and make sure we're at a steady still position. P, move away ever so slowly. There we go. Reposition the honey badger down here in its little hammock or cave, you may call it. And there we go. Right, now what we can do now is we can begin the loading procedure onto our transport vehicle. We can carry up to 3 crates on this vehicle. We've got a driver seat at the front and back. The rear loading one has came in extremely useful for this procedure. So you can see here we've got the crate above us, we've got our little magnetic landing pads, and we need to position ourselves. So let's position ourselves for the crate, and we're going to lift it. We're going to cheat and use third person to get a perfect position. Oh, and there we go. Oh, alright, we just need to be nice and smooth, Aaron, nice and smooth. Can pick it up. Wait for the magnetics to start working. You don't want to hit it because obviously the inertia will send it off into space. Right, locked into position. We can leave the loading seat and we can enter the pilot seat. So now you see our base down there, that is where we're heading. And here's my challenge for you today, guys, is give me a name for this base structure. I'm not too sure on the yellow colour yet, but it's growing on me. I don't know about if it's growing on you, but maybe it looks like too much like cheese. No, it's fine, I think. But basically, inside here is the beginning of your processing stage. So we need to unload this, and we need to actually bring it up to the storage area until we can process it. So the idea came from a film that I watched quite a while ago, actually. It was about this guy who lived on a space station, and his job was basically just to maintain it and work and move things around and so on, process the equipment and the resources, and just basically give weekly updates. But he actually found out in the end that he was a clone, and the clones had a limited lifespan and they'd expire after so long. I don't know the name of the film, you have to tell me if you know what it is. But that sort of facility gave me this idea, and I thought, alright, okay, this could be pretty damn cool if we get it done right. So we've got a hangar door as usual. No better way of protecting your ships and stopping stray asteroids from whacking in. So we bring this up. You can see the door nice and steady. We can see our little ship there as well. Bring that up to the top, and there we go. Right, so now we can bring the next process of loading it in. So imagine if there was like 6 or 7 of these ships and you had a full crew of people to work with. When the multiplayer comes out, you can just imagine getting all the resources extremely fast. People are not going to be happy with you, the amount of resources you're actually taking. So let's slow this down. We don't want to ram into anything, so we're going to cheat and use third person. Then maybe the gate is a bit low, but maybe I came at a bit of a steep angle as well. So we come in like so. Just to make sure we're positioned correctly. Bring ourselves over a little bit and forward, and then we'll bring ourselves down into the cargo area. Should we shut the hangar doors? Oh, we'll be fine for the moment. The main reason for the hangar doors as well is just in case we have an incident where a crate flies off. But let's get ourselves the honey badger out. I believe we have another one in here. This is an early model. This is one that I was working on before I built the other one. This one's like a little bit slower, and it's a bit faster in reverse though for some reason. So we're going to bring it through the lift area. The lift's obviously for mass supplies, so we're only doing one crate at the moment, so it's not going to make too much of a difference. But if you look on the left, I'll just quickly show you. You can see there's lots of different positions on the lift as well. So say if you wanted to do a mass load of crates, you could stack the whole lift up and then bring it to the top. You could have a stacker truck working down here and one up top as well for storing the stuff away. So we're going to get this in position, moving up to it, and there we go. We've got a lock. We need to disconnect it from the cabin. Obviously, if there was more people, you could be doing this a lot faster, and you could be getting them resources in like every few moments. So we bring the new honey badger, well, the old honey badger up. We're going to bring it into the lift shaft, and we're going to raise it back through the ceiling. So this is a steady procedure. You wouldn't have to do this normally. You'd have to just stick it on the lift, and there you go. So there's the honey badger going up through the lift, and as we're saving. So obviously this floor hasn't got anything on yet, but I'm going to work on this one a little bit more, and it's going to have more storage areas and so on. So let's turn ourselves around, and these are the magnetic landing gears to actually lock it into position once we've brought crates up here. So there's the control panel, so we'll put the first one over there. So it's pretty simple. Once again, you bring it close to the magnetic landing gears and you see it light up. Obviously you'd stack these a bit more efficiently than just jamming one on there. Take control of this control panel, and Pete, that's locked that on there. And finally, we are finally done, so we can unlock the honey badger, and we've got one crate in storage. So repeating this, we'd have a whole room full of crates in storage. But anyhow, I'm going to show you around the rest of the station. This is work in process, so what I'm going to have eventually is a conveyor belt of these things that moves us onto the actual ore refinement. So this building will just have unprocessed ore and so on. So if we move down here, we can actually get ourselves into the facility. There's not much done. The only thing that I've really worked on in here is living quarters, because one of you guys said to me a while ago, you need to build like a place that has like an economy, sort of a colony maybe, like a place that could exist on its own. So there's another elevator shaft in here that'll take you up to the top, and that's not yet been built. Over here we have the crew quarters and people that work on the ship, so you can either take it up through the tower or you can drop through that deck there as well. So let's go inside and have a quick look. So this is another one of them rooms that's under construction. It basically takes you down to the locker room. Locker room was where you can store your clothes and low level items and so on, so you can work on my station. Yeah, that would be pretty cool if you guys actually decided to work on my station as well. So here we go. We've got loads of different things here. We've got loads of different sleeping areas. We've got different levels of sleeping areas and so on. Well, there we go. That is pretty much it. I'm going to probably end this on a dramatic zoom out after deleting a leaf on one of these roof tiles. There we go. So this is the station so far. Anyhow, we've got a little mining dock up there where we've been doing some mining work, and here's the rest of the station. Below we've got some more storage areas, so eventually there'll be a conveyor belt coming out of here, taking us down to the lower processing areas that are down here. You can see them just about there, the lower processing, and that should be pretty damn cool. So if you come up with a name for this place, let me know. Please don't be something like Cheese Station, because it's all yellow. But I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.